everybody. You all right?
I was running to get my tequila for the word of the day.
Oh boy, my God. Hey everybody, welcome back for another episode of the Real Housewives of New Jersey recap here on No Chaser TV. I am Chase. I am here with Angie K. I'm here with Angie K. How you doing?
Hi, Chase. Good to be back. Good to be back.
Yes, that's you coming live from the clubhouse, honey.
Okay, you already know we having you watching it live too.
Right, and here she is. Hey, Joan.
She wanted
Accident.
an entrance. She wanted an entrance. You
No,
Oh
see?
I
yeah,
did.
sure.
You
On
see, you
pause.
you want to cause a scene with me, but I'm like Teresa. Don't start. I'm not even gonna pay you no attention.
Is that your tagline for today?
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't
Oh, you
make one,
still
but
have
yeah.
taglines?
Ooh.
Nobody told me this.
I know. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and try to do one because I forgot to. But before I do my tagline, you guys make sure that you continue liking, commenting, and subscribing, as well as turning your notification bell on. Thank you so much for all of your support. This has become one of my favorite shows to do because just the fun that we have, the knee slaps and the kikis, honey, and we're going to do it all over again for you tonight. So I'll go ahead and let's see. The ratings are down. Okay, wait. Let me see. The ratings are down, and this cast is a mess. But one thing Margaret Joseph learned was don't ever mess with Jen Fess.
That was good. Damn.
Okay, that was good. That was good. That was good.
All right. Go ahead, Angie.
No, I don't have one today. I'm sorry. I got to think. Maybe at the end of the night, I'll have something. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think.
Oh Lord Jesus.
I won't pick it
Production,
up.
production did such a great job last week giving us a word. So then we're gonna let them give us a word. What's the
Ooh,
ooh?
friend is the word of the day. So if you are above age, um, take a little sip. It could be water. It could be some lemonade. It
I'm
could
with the
be
one.
okay. Look at you being healthy. Water, anything, please. We're gonna take a sip every time someone says the word friend because this is kind of what the episode is about. Friends.
It
Loyal.
is. Oh my God, I typed this all wrong. Give me 1 second, you guys. I mean, really, friends. How many of us have them? Friends.
Friends. How
The
many of
women.
us?
I don't got that many actually.
Well, that's okay. The ones that you can depend on.
That's
Period.
fine.
Oh, I just spelled this all wrong, you guys. Oh Lord, anytime you hear us say friend, girl, what did I get assistant? You know what? You know what?
What do you
Okay, there we go. So I went ahead and sent it. So anytime you hear us say the word friend, take a sip of your drinkity drink. We have so much to talk about. A lackluster episode as you know, we were down to the Jersey Shore with the Borgas. Um,
Oh
as
God.
but there's also some discourse about that as well. So we'll get into it. Let's just go ahead and start on the episode. Hey, everybody out there on X and Twitter, you guys always show us so much love, and we love you for loving on us. Ooh, Chile, I done messed up this. Ooh, Chile. Well, let's go ahead and talk about this first, then, since I messed something up and I can fix it. Give me
Hmm.
1 second, because this episode allegedly is the lowest rated episode in Real Housewives of New Jersey history.
I'm not
Woo!
surprised. I had to watch it twice.
Why do you think that is? I'm going to start, everybody's going to give their opinion as to why. Joan, why do you think this is the lowest rated episode ever? What do you think is happening in Jersey, and how do we fix it? Come on, guys.
Well, let's be honest. We know why it was a low rated time. It was Melissa's episode. It was Melissa's
Mm.
episode. It was all about Melissa and her thing. We only got a little bit of Teresa. Jen paid her no mind. So there was no kind of conflict when it came to Jen versus Melissa. And yeah, and it's again, the divide is too prominent. These people do not want to film with each other. So we need to figure out what is the future of New Jersey, which we all know what the future is. Teresa, we know that. Jen Aiden too, because Jen Aiden be getting activated. I feel like she's very calm, but we all know that she's the bang, bang, bang. She's the finale. he's what breaks this whole thing up later on at that little steakhouse. So yeah, it's sad because Jersey is great, but it was a Melissa based episode. What did you guys expect? How many times we're gonna talk about Antonia going to college?
Angie.
Delaware.
I just think that last episode there was no cliffhanger. You know what I mean? They made it already prominent that they weren't going to speak to each other during this Jersey Shore whole weekend. So it was kind of like for the viewers, what is there to look forward to? I mean, like, you know what I mean? I genuinely didn't care because it was kind of like, okay, what do I got to see? And I was literally so bored in the beginning of the show that I ended up having to watch it twice because I realized I wasn't even paying attention. So yeah, I
I
mean,
fell
that's just goes to
asleep.
show where they're at.
I mean, I fell asleep, so I understand. In my opinion, I think that they should have made the chops this season. We already, as fans, as a fan base, the one thing that we were united on, we're always going to be divided on Teresa and Melissa, but the one thing that we were all divided on is somebody had to go, and they refused to do it. And I think that, after 5 or 6 seasons of this, will they, won't, not even 5 or 6 seasons, over 10 years of the will they, won't they thing, then the Teresa versus March thing for the years, it's just been the song that never ends, and it's time to end the song. Get some new lyrics, get a new production team, get a new songwriter. Come on, give us something. I don't get. I think it holds back even, the potential of, the other ladies. Like hypothetically speaking, if Melissa and March did not come back this season, and I'm using them as hypotheticals, right? Um, we would have been. It would have been more prominent. We would have gotten Jim versus Danielle out of the gate instead of a slow burn. And honestly, I think they say that we're only getting a 16 episode season. We're almost a quarter through that season. We have episode 4 coming up, so we're almost a quarter through the season, and I just don't understand why we didn't get guns blazing. I'm going to be honest. For me and my money and my eyeballs and what I'm watching in this square, I would much rather watch Gabriella and the Judice girls or the Judice girls, whatever their last name is, child, go to college and do those things because they genuinely seem to want to be on screen. We're gonna get into it, but Antonia does not want to be on television.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
a fact. That's a fact. She don't want it. She don't want to be there.
Somebody read that comment.
Yeah, so P says, shout out to P. She goes, I'm over the family feud. We can all agree on that. She goes, Real Housewives of New Jersey needs a full reboot. By Trey, by Melissa. I will miss the husbands though. The husbands
Oh, P, you
are,
almost had me.
yeah. P, honestly, shout out to you. I don't know where you're from, but I just feel like the husbands are the downfall of this series because they think that they're a part of the, like, they think they're paid cast members.
They do think that they're full cast members.
Yeah, like
do.
they think that, like Joe, we'll get into it, calling Bill and thinking he gonna go up against his wife. Like, that's what I mean. Like, this is a problem. Fuda, you're a problem.
Who is
Everybody,
a problem?
y'all are
Listen,
the
Fuda
problem.
was getting hazed last season, so he's finally in the studio.
Yeah,
And
he thinks he's
feels
like
he's
he joined the fraternity, so he's here like now he's trying to haze Paulie. Like,
right,
Paulie
right.
was
Yeah, that's exactly
that
And
was
Fuda
that
can't even keep
Irish.
his teeth in his mouth.
I know.
Paulie just a red tomato every single time, no matter if you mad or not.
You talking about Louis or are you talking about Fuda?
Paulie,
Paulie be red.
Oh, Paulie's the red. Oh yeah, Paulie's the red tomato.
red.
Louis.
Louis looks like to me. I don't know if you guys know what this is. Have you ever heard of like the California grapes?
Let me look that up.
That's a little older than y'all time, I think. But if you look up a
California.
California grape, when Louis be getting mad,
They all got bad tans. It's just too much for me. P
Yeah.
said for me, the husbands have been the saving grace. LOL.
Oh,
It's like a half and half because you can be like Married to Medicine, where the husbands are very much involved, but they also know their place as being the extras. They're the complement to the wife, and they don't try to create their own storylines or start some things between the men. They make sure they save it. They save it.
Sean, she goes, it was funny. It's funny. It was fake when Melissa was crying about her kid going to college, but all good when Teresa does it.
who said it was fake?
First of all, Melissa, she's talking about last episode when we were on. But first off, we were not saying that Melissa was fake for crying about her kid. We were saying she was fake for crying about Joe not having a family and da da da. She don't care if Joe don't talk to Teresa.
I don't care nothing about them people.
That's what we're saying. She lying about. She Joe. They've
Now
been.
I'm gonna tell you what, Sean. I done, left my wig in the closet. I put my boxing gloves up on the wall. But if you want me to pull either one of them down tonight, we can do it. Pew
But
pew.
overall, lowest rated. That's so sad because they have so much potential. I really hope that they go back to the drawing board, which I know they are for sure. They're
They
gonna have to
have
go
no
back.
choice.
They have no choice but to go back to the drawing board. This I know they're doing it this season, and they're seeing who should we keep and who should we not keep, and we'll see what happens.
But the crazy thing is, right? And for all of you, everybody who like Melissa and Marge and them, okay. But when you say that Teresa should go, it's funny to me that some of the lowest rated episodes over the last couple of seasons have been those where the other side has had the focus and has hosted the party and has now invited
Because
Teresa
it's
and
boring.
and the ratings be low. And now we have the lowest rated episode ever. So I don't really, from a rating standpoint and a money bottom line, it just doesn't seem like if Tamara freaking Judge, that's the clip I was supposed to bring. Tamara freaking Judge, who hates Teresa, said, I'm watching this and they talk about her every scene and they bring her up
Yes,
whether
the
she's
Fudas
there or
hate
not.
her now. I don't know
And,
if you saw her clip where she said the Fudas hate her now because she said that on her podcast that she's boring or whatever,
and
and
they
Teddy
can't
and
do
her
it
were like,
without her. They
yeah.
said they can't do it without Tamara Judge said that they can't do it without Teresa and she hates Teresa for no reason. Like, come on, dude. Let's be real let's be real at this point. All right, you guys. Danielle says that her and Nate are Jersey, Barbie, and Ken.
She's from Staten Island. She's from Staten
You
Island.
know, I really wish that I had some of the confidence that a lot of these people have because
No, yes.
I'm
And
not
the
seeing
skits
it.
were atrocious. I'm sorry, Danielle. And when they did them little flashbacks of the boop, 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 I'm just like, you need a stylist.
Danielle
Something.
pisses me off because she has potential, but she just can't. She's not quick witted. She's not.
Yes, that's it. Danielle has so much potential, but she's
But
just
she's
not.
not quick witted. She doesn't
She
have
just isn't.
the vocabulary, the
Because, like,
vernacular.
when she was in the confession and said, little zap, 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 I laughed. I thought it was funny. I'm sorry.
She be cackling. She be making me cackle.
She has little moments, but I'm saying she needs to open up more and not be so afraid of. Well, she clearly will open up and give her opinion by the end of
She's gonna
this
open up
season.
all right. She'll open up a can of whoop ass on Jennifer Aiden. I can't wait to watch it. Love, love, love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you for finally catching us. We're always here for you, babe. All right, I'm gonna let production do the rest of the comments. Y'all know I can't read up in there. I can barely read this recap, but we're gonna push through, okay? And I wrote
No,
it
this
myself.
Chase.
What?
Face looking
Oh,
like.
like that? Oh, okay.
Have y'all
I
ever
barely
watched
saw that,
Traders?
but
Have you
I
ever
know what you
watched
meant.
Traders? You
Huh?
looking like that girl from Traders.
What the
Oh, poverty.
Poverty. He's giving poverty today.
oh Lord. I'm gonna say, oh Lord, that Ekin super poverty, yes. All right. So John Fuda asked, y'all, you know what? John
Oh,
Fuda
can I just?
asks,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, well, thank you. John Fuda asks Fessler about her sit down with Teresa as if she owes him any explanation. And she clarifies that she never had beef with them. Rachel says a few months ago, she never wanted to be around them in the same room. And Rachel says that it's a crock of shit. I was going to say S, but why not? We're not getting paid. A crock of shit. Fessler throws her muffin on those people's property. And I'm like, what's going on? I think they had been up so out of shape. She was just like, and threw the muffin down. But don't throw no muffin down to my house, Alpha. Now, I don't rock with the fooders, but pick that muffin up immediately. Girl, are you crazy? Um, what did you think about Fuda, John Fuda being the one to kind of initiate the interrogation against Jen Fessler, Angie?
That's what I'm saying. Like, stay in your place. Like, that was a moment for your wife, and your wife said nothing in that moment. All she did was give that stare when she was like, I'm sorry about the muffins. She was just like, don't be spreading that muffin on my turf. So I understood, I just feel like he didn't need to be the one to address it. It wasn't your business. And let Rachel and her have that conversation.
Joan?
Absolutely, Joan.
For me, first off, I feel like Jen threw that little muffin because she was feeling uncomfortable. If I was with my man and another husband checking me like that, he gonna be my baby can talk to who she wants to talk to. That's how man need to wake up. Her man need to wake up, because if it was me, hey, calm down. Nobody's talking to you, Fuda. Let the wives talk. And that's the problem. I genuinely think Rachel has the legs to move on and be on next season, but her husband is going to be the problem because he wants to be. I'm laughing because Frank said, "Did you really use a double-sided dildo?" That just came on my head just now. The later on in the scene where Frank goes, "Did you really use a double-sided dildo?" I'm sorry. But anyways, my ADHD brain.
Stay
Uh
on, stay
I
on
just
track.
want to say that Rachel, girl, you need to tell your husband. I hope you're seeing this and be like, listen, we're gonna get kicked off the show if you don't zip your little lip and you be quiet, because you're ruining my chances. You're ruining my chances.
But I also feel like Jen needs to she stood 10 toes down, but it's very hard for her to articulate how she feels, and I think that that's messing her up too, because she's on the defense. But I just feel like, girl, just you don't gotta explain nothing to them. You met them the same time you met Teresa. You feel me? So at the same time, you don't really owe them. Yes, you have a better friendship with them, but you
Ooh,
don't really owe them
friendship.
any loyalty. You can be friends with who you want to be friends with.
Oh my God, are you trying to get everybody drunk,
Ooh,
Angie?
I'm so sorry.
Shh. Angie, stop saying that
You
word.
can be cool with whoever you want to be cool with.
I agree. I forgot about that, Angie, that she just became friends with Rachel. Rachel act like Jen Fessler birthed her
Yeah,
child, was
right.
the surrogate. Then she was like, relax. You just met this lady and you acting like she need to be, please, listen, Angie is my best friend. And there's people that she talks to that I don't talk to. And there's people that I talk to and she don't talk to. But that doesn't, she don't come up to me talking about, you better not be friends with her. But she know, be cute, but don't do too much. Don't do too much. Don't do
No,
too
wait
much.
a minute now. Hold on now.
Why
Hold on.
did it have to come to
I'm
me?
just saying, don't do too much. But I would never tell my friend. I'm very secure. I would never tell my friend, you cannot talk to her. Like they be.
Yeah, she don't.
Bye. Calm down. And Jen trying to
Mm.
get to this money, but let's keep going.
Yes, because Melissa's planning. Uh, I don't know why I wrote that. Planning an Italian themed party for Joel's birthday next. Dolores is at Aiden's shore house and
Wait,
feels
no,
bad.
you didn't. No, you
What
didn't.
are we gonna talk? She planned a party. There's nothing to talk about.
Okay. Oh, wait, there is something to talk about. In this
Okay.
scene, doesn't she say that
Oh
her
yes.
man is 39? This is his last year in his 30s?
No, 40s. She said 40s.
Okay, I try to rewind because I was like,
She
y'all
said
really
40s.
trying to age backwards?
He'll be 50 next year.
Okay. Okay.
Well, this year. I don't know when they filmed it, man.
Angie thought he was in his 30s or something. I'm like, Angie, that man is not in his
When it
30s.
was born, they said 30s last
They
year.
lied.
That's how you know I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
I love that. Alrighty. Okay, so Dolores is at Jennifer Aiden's house and feels bad, and Dolores feels bad that she's going to be going to Melissa's party. But Aiden isn't talking to Melissa currently. I can tell I wrote this while I was half asleep because it's typos galore, honey. I'm sorry, y'all. Aiden was seen. Aiden has seen. I call her Aiden, so that's how we know Aiden and Fessler. Okay, you guys, if you don't know. So Jennifer Aiden. Aiden has seen Melissa twice, and Melissa didn't come up and speak to her at all. Jennifer Aiden is tired of being the one that always initiates reconciliation between the two parties, and she's no longer doing it. So Marge lets Melissa know that Dolores is staying with Jennifer Aiden and feels bad that she is going to be leaving her to attend Melissa and Joe's party. And so Joe has the bright idea to go ahead and call Bill Aiden and invite him because he wants drunk Aiden at the party again this year. He calls drunk Aiden, and drunk Aiden says, I'm not coming without drunk wife. So he finally stands by his wife, and Jennifer Aiden could not be more happier, as that has been a contention for them that he always gives in and caves in to the other side when they're in arguments and feuds. And this year, he
And
said, my wife almost left me last year of y'all asses. I'm not doing it this year. What do you guys think about Bill's stance on everything. And do you think, Joan, do you think that um, it was calculated to get to Bill and invite Bill because they know Bill has a history of doing the opposite of what his wife would like for him to do in these type of situations?
So let's start at the obviously, that first of all, I love the dynamic that Jen be bringing her daughter to the shore with everybody. You saw her giving Polly the breakfast, the Turkish breakfast. That was so cute. But I love seeing that, like, because I can tell, like, Jen and them really are friends, like, outside of this, and that's why they hang out. But I was gonna say, let's not forget that they're all by the pool and they talk about, yeah, we gonna invite Bill, and then he goes, yeah, and your wife, why Joe had to do, that's what I mean. Y'all be disrespecting women left and right and be talking to people like pieces of shit. Joe, we didn't forget that you ran up on Jen Aiden and was trying to, and you literally threw a drink at her or some shit at BravoCon not too long ago, and like basically assaulted her and her assistant for no reason. Let's not forget about that. A lot of people be talking about Louis, but you worse. We seen you call your sister scum on earth. Fight like you're an aggressor, honey. But the reason why they needed to invite Bill was to cause drama. Y'all thought y'all was gonna get Bill drama. For example, if Bill would have accepted it and brought Jen, there would have been a drama because then Jen would have had to have that talk with Melissa, and maybe the ratings would have been a little higher. But that didn't happen. He stood 10 toes down by his wife, which I'm very happy about because Bill, your wife be there for you. You a surgeon, you always moving around. She got to take care of them 5 kids. Them, I don't even know how many kids. She got a lot of kids, and she be holding it down for you. So you stand on your wife. So I'm happy that she held her down. And yeah, it is what it is. I can't with Margaret and them instigating. And I love that production finally had Jen Aiden's back and showed all the receipts of all the times that they said they're going to start again, her and Melissa. They're going to start again, her and Melissa. And Melissa makes no effort. The only reason why Melissa now wants to make efforts because Teresa's not paying her nothing. And that's her problem. That's all.
All right, Angie.
I mean, realistically, Melissa is still not trying to make any effort. She sat there and she didn't even want to call. She was kind of like, "What's the reason?" And they really had to try to convince her. For me, I just think that the call was kind of like a courtesy call. You can't say I didn't invite you, and Bill, I just want to let you know that we ain't got no issues, but I still don't fuck with your wife because first off, why would you think that Bill's ever gonna be cool with you when he's gonna have to watch this back? And you literally said, "I'm gonna call Bill and say, hey, you're invited," and you're whatever he did, that little thing to
What
try
is
to
that?
play.
Because she looks like a rat. I'm confused. What is that?
I didn't get it. Someone can, maybe Sean can explain it since she's the Melissa and Joe whisperer.
I don't know what they were trying to say at all. Like it
Okay.
I
didn't
don't
make
know
any
either.
sense. So he was trying to do all of that. So I thought that was petty. And it's kind of like, how are you supposed to move on with a friendship if you still talking about my wife? So, and then you see the difference of respect level. Like with Joe, he's sitting there on speaker to let everybody hear the tea and what Bill got to say. But with Bill, even though Jen was sitting there like, put on speaker, he had at least the courtesy of walking away and taking the call up the steps away from everybody because his whole idea was not to make a scene, but to have a real, my friend is calling. But what you wanted to do was make a whole TV show and create a moment. And so that was my issue on that side. And that's how I know it's not genuine. And over there, they're trying to move forward. And if you guys really paid attention, he never invited Jen. He only said, brother,
Bill.
I want you to come to my birthday. Brother, brother, brother. Stop with that whole little brother. He not your brother. And
Yeah.
second, you never said your wife can come. So that was my issue as well. You're not even really trying. Where's the olive branch? You still didn't say my wife. So Bill made it cute with saying like he invited us. I'm happy he stood by and was like, nah, I don't think this is the time. Our wives need to have a conversation. And the problem is with Joe, he never even said you're right. Our wives do have to have a conversation. Let's set it up or anything. Y'all don't care. Y'all
They
don't
don't want
care.
anything to do with Jen. It's obvious they
I
don't
love
want
how
anything to
you
do with
ate that
Jennifer
up,
Aiden.
Angie.
But you did a great job. I don't have any notes. They obviously don't want anything to do with Jennifer Aiden, and it is most tacky to invite one without the other. They
Mm-hmm.
are a couple, and do you believe you me? Believe you me, do you think Rachel Fuda would show up without John? Do you think that Melissa would show up without Joe? Absolutely not. Now the
Exactly.
Judice, exactly, the Judice Ruellas are crying as Gabriella is packing up. Joe Giudice is still getting his jumble affairs in order, and so he will not be contributing to Gabriella's college. But Teresa and Louis will. Now, I don't know if I believe Teresa when she said Louis was going to be paying. She was like, "Yeah,
I don't think she wanted people
no,
to
he's
know.
not paying.
I don't think she wanted people to know that. I don't think she wanted people to know that. That's
Why
He's
a
not?
lie.
not paying because he don't have no money. Allegedly, I just don't
Really?
believe that he's wealthy. I don't. I don't believe he's wealthy.
Isn't he? What does he do? Real estate?
Nobody knows.
No, that's
Nobody
Alexia.
knows.
That's Alexia's man, Todd. Get all these white men mixed up on Real Housewives. But first of all, I was looking at it. I wrote down the movers because them movers was moving quick. I wrote down the movers. That was the first thing I did. Like, hold on. It could be a lie though about the Teresa and thing, but at the end of the day, Teresa is paying for the college, and Gabriella, she wrote her every day in jail. That's why she love her.
Yes, yes. Gabrielle, that's her day one. That's her dog. I hate to say it. I just feel like parents, whether they say they have a favorite or not, they do.
They do.
They do.
I also am one of my mother's favorites. But you know what's so funny though? Gabriella, she's everyone's favorites. Everyone was crying in that bitch. Let me tell you
Like
something.
everyone was like,
I
please
ain't
don't go.
never,
Don't leave me
I
here with
don't
these
even
people,
think they
man.
cried when Gia left. So
Because
That's
Gia went
all
an
right,
hour
G.
away.
I know, but it's still when you in college, and you away. You don't really
Mhm,
come back.
mhm,
You know what
mhm.
I mean? I know she was in Rutgers doing what you know what they said in the bathroom, but she was having a great time at the end of the day. But I just feel like, yeah, they're having a moment, and obviously she's very essential to the sisters, and so it is,
She,
sad to
she
see her.
appears to be the glue.
Yeah, literally, literally.
And
And
she
I
was
did.
always so quiet growing up. You know what I mean? So it's interesting to see this and their appreciation for her because she just always kind of didn't want to be bothered
Ooh,
I
on
someone.
never
camera, at
realized
least.
she was so close in age with
Oh, yeah.
Melania.
Melania.
Melania
Oh,
too.
that montage was so cute. That montage was so cute. Like, she's so annoying. She's weird. I was so funny.
Because
Also,
we
shout
literally
out to
watched them
Teresa.
grow up.
I was gonna say sorry. Shout out to Teresa for putting what's that called? Her friend on her friend on the she gave her friend a little restaurant shout out. You saw
Oh,
what she
yeah,
was
she
doing there.
did.
Okay, good for you.
Um, So we're still at Teresa and Louis, and she is speaking with Louis and says that John Fuda is upset with her because they thought that she was referring to him being the biggest dealer in Bergen County, aka Paramus, today. And she says she would never say that. She did not mean today. She doesn't understand where they would even get that from. And as a father, a leader in his community, a man who could barely keep his teeth in his mouth, and a husband, he should have had the dignity and respect to come to her and ask her why she was talking shit about him and what she meant. I don't know. I don't know, Tree. I don't know about that one. Instead, he caused commotions in the scene instead of good manila envelope. You know what I'm saying? And he was acting like the Godfather, and he is not. Louis then said that he got in the John's Food mug, and that was one of the ugliest motherfuckers he's ever seen in his entire life. I got to ask everybody, side by side. I wish I had a picture of them both. Who is the ugliest?
Buddha. How many that little
Against Louis.
them little lips is like Louis, y'all can be Louis tomato face, yeah. But it's his it's them little lips to me. It's them little I can't. And like Angie said,
Amanda K said it's a tie.
Angie, right? You said that his face just don't match his body. What did you tell me?
Yo, yeah, Fuda, his face just don't match his body. Like I know he lost weight, but it's just something like his face just
You think he did lipo, Ozempic, or gastric sleeve?
it's
All
giving
three.
gastric.
It's giving gastric. It's giving gastric sleeve just because he looks like he needs to get his skin tightened.
He just some people are just not meant to be skinny. Like
Yeah, he's
some
not
people
meant to
are just
be
not meant to
skinny.
be skinny. No, what he needs to do is go in the gym and just go lift up a couple weights. Just do a little bit of, you know what I mean?
So he can have that like
Just
press
some.
like that. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Production. Excuse me, ladies. Production. Could you put up that picture I just added? It's the latest picture to the on the brand page. There we go.
Yeah, it's a straight shot. Look at them little lips.
Louis do look better. Louis look better.
Them lips, I can't with them lips.
Oh,
I promise you.
if I had to go to bed with either one of them, I would cry myself to sleep like I was daggone Jada Pinkett on Set It Off when she was in a bind. Oh my God. Oh,
Okay, Antonio said yes, yes, Angie. Everyone is not meant to be thin.
Mhm.
Or kid fan actor says he needs to build muscle. Amanda K said Ty, and Captain for Creativity said Louis ate that scene. That is true. He did eat that.
we didn't eat. Hey, Shantae. Hey, Antonio. Okay, thank you, production. All right. I know that's right. Ow, ow. All
Period.
right. We got a producer in the house. Ow, ow. Rachel and John Fuda order Joe Gorga a blow up doll. And if they didn't want anybody to think they were using two-sided dildos, this does not help because those are some nasty freaks.
Why would you bring that to his
Why
birthday?
would you say that?
I don't know, that. That's what the dildo said. That.
So we're on the scene where they're all at the party.
We're almost there because Antonia does not want to be on the show. That's what I wrote. We're there. Okay, Antonia does not want to be on the show. Danielle and Jackie still aren't speaking, and nobody cares. Okay, and then Paulie and John hashed it out, and Frank really wants to know if John used a dildo that was giving cat dog a head on each side. Do you think production? Pull that picture up again. Do you think? Imagine if the dildo had both of them hands on the end of it. Ooh. Um, Do you think that John Fuda uses a double-sided dildo? Allegedly, Angie K. Let me know, yes or no.
Just look at him.
Joan, what do you think?
You already know he do.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say,
How does Rachel sleep with that? I'm sorry.
well, this is how because I honestly feel like, in my heart of hearts, I really think that he does use double-sided dildos, but they do them together, and I also think that she pegs him.
Oh my god, this is taking a
I
turn.
don't want to think about. I'm trying to keep my eyes open. I'm not
That's
trying
one.
to.
That's take the picture off production, please. I can't keep looking
I
at this.
just don't want to look.
I can't keep looking at this.
All right.
Woo!
Teresa's having
I'll be
Gabriella
making
going to
production
race.
work.
Right. He's working tonight. Ow, ow. Marge tells Rachel that Joe Gorga invited Bill. Rachel says it's as if Teresa were to invite her, and Marge cuts her off and says, no, it's not. It's not the same thing. Rachel is still hurt by Jim Fessler talking to Teresa because they've grown super close over the last 3 months since, they've known each other, I guess, and they're like family. I just have to say, I just have to say, I just have to say, this is the craziest hell for me because, first of all, Rachel does not give soldier energy, right? Because the way Marge cut her off, corrected her, and shut her up and shut her down within 3 seconds flat. Anybody, who are you talking to? To me, it feel like Teresa did the same. What is Teresa? That it don't feel like that to you. But to me, it is like that. Even though Marge is absolutely correct, and that is not the same thing, and Rachel is crazy, why would you let her talk to you like that? That's just insane to me. And and then
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Why did Captain for Creativity say that?
Why Captain for Creativity?
what does Shantae say? Come pull up her comment.
She said Rachel said she got arthritis and bad hips, so them two might not be in bed together like that. Oh my god, that made me cackle.
Okay, all right. Lord
But
Jesus, y'all coming? I was gonna say very, very briefly. I'll be quick.
you were going off, Chase. I know you were doing good. Go ahead, keep going.
No, no,
No,
no. I'm,
keep
I'm
going.
done anyway. I just wanted to say, what is this? We've grown super close thing.
Right, right,
It is
right.
weird to me. It's just like loser energy, loser behavior,
Yes,
and I feel
yes,
like you're putting 20 on 10 in order to put up a false narrative that you guys are so close. So when eventually you turn on her ass, you're gonna
right.
say we would. Well, I had every reason to. When you don't have to say that we're extra close, it's the proof is in the pudding. She's double dealing. She's backsliding. She's going in between two parties, and you have enough information just from what you've seen to get Jen Fessler, but it would also mean that you would have to admit to being a crazy, controlled, deranged lunatic who does not have a functioning reality of what a true friendship is. Because as you two stated earlier, friendship is not always going to be perfect in the sense that, oh, I don't like them because you don't like them. Maybe in some cases, yes, I don't like them because you don't like them. But if we were all friends and you have fallen out and they haven't done anything to me, I can still be adult enough to maintain my relationship within respect to you. And you
Yep,
don't do nothing crazy and she don't do nothing crazy and y'all trust me together and we're good.
exactly.
And that's why Rachel Fuda doesn't have any real friends. Because if she did have a real friend, her friend Marge wouldn't have chopped her up like that on camera like she did. That was wholly embarrassing. Angie, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Go ahead, Angie.
You done ate them up. You
No, because it's ridiculous. Like I hate that. I hate that. Rachel Fuda is the type of person that is like, I'm dating this guy. Oh, well, we dated a while back. No, you didn't date him.
You just kissed him.
right, right,
You
right.
just kissed him. He don't even remember you,
No,
boo.
not even kiss. Y'all just texted for like a week.
Y'all didn't even
Y'all
go on a
texted
date.
for a week.
Stop
Exactly.
Y'all
it.
texted for a week.
This is not like Summer and Noel, where like Summer, he was inside Summer, and Noel still tried to talk to him regardless. It's not the same thing. You know what I mean? Like it's just weird loser behavior energy. Like I
No,
cannot.
very much so. It's like I understand both sides, right? But I just feel like
Mhm.
Marge and Rachel, you guys would have had a better case if you're not coming so hard like this. Because honestly, I know what Fessler wants to say. Girl, we cool, but we ain't that cool. Like I don't, because you know what? It seems like Fessler is known to actually have genuine friendships. She has her friends. Rachel's over here trying to find new friends. So that's why it's like hurting her so much more. But it's like, girl, y'all
And
are
is it
really
hurting
tight.
her?
It's really no, it is because she's understanding that they thought that they were gonna be the queen bees of the show. Okay. They thought that
Never.
their side of the show, because they obviously caused a division, was going to be the main girls. But now that they're losing people, and not only are you losing people, but you're losing somebody who knows how much y'all have talked about them. Because y'all are literally saying out here, like, yeah, you've talked about Teresa too. You've been there saying stuff about Teresa and Louis. You always talk about Louis. You said, like, why is that even being brought up about what they're saying about Louis? Y'all sit there all day and talk about Louis. That's what you do all day. Just talk about Louis. Like, it's sad. It's genuinely sad. So this is not even a true friendship that's formed. This friendship is formed based off of y'all not liking other
An
people, and
alliance.
that will never, never stand in a true friendship. And go drink to that. Sorry.
Oh Lord, I
Friendship.
think
No,
we said
wait,
that.
wait, hold on before I go to friendship. Everybody get your waters up.
Oh Lord Jesus, we have y'all. If y'all are actually drinking, I know y'all drunk because we said that F word a lot.
We did. We did. I'm sorry. This F word never again.
I did
I'm sorry,
sponsored
production
by
hit it.
Simply Lemonade, Blueberry, and Espolone.
Oh, okay, Marianne.
Well, let me hurry up and get this over with before I really get to kicking in, child. Because Teresa is having a going away dinner for Gabriella at her friend's restaurant who introduced her to Dina. I don't have anything. Do anybody have anything they want to add about this?
No, that restaurant. I mean, no. Let me stop because she really wanted to plug her friend, and I support it.
What were you going to say about the restaurant, though?
I just think that the decor could have been a little bit better. Something. It's new. Like
Maybe it's
it's
family
2020.
style.
It's 2024. It was empty, and I just don't think that that was the way to. And then honestly, production did them dirty because they, even if you seen like how the camera was flipping towards the tables, like it didn't even show the restaurant like in a good light. So
I
I
would have liked
really,
to see some of the food. That would have been great.
if we come on, y'all did not
Yeah, hook
help
them up.
promote it the way you did. All you did was say that this is my friend since I was young. And it's like,
Oh,
okay, I know we should support it because we love you. Like, but
take another sip.
oh,
Oh
sorry.
God, bro, come on!
All
I'm
right,
making
all
it
right.
ready.
Well, they need to
My
stop bringing
dinner's
the
in the
F.
oven.
Here.
If y'all see me go off, it's because I gotta make sure my dinner don't.
Okay. All
Y'all
right.
take
Well, we're
steak
almost done.
shots anyway, so I hope y'all know she ain't even really drinking right now. So
Right.
Please stop.
Jones,
I
she
am.
be in the club like
Call them out.
I do be in the club like that, but I'm actually drinking a little. It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Frank Catania, who seems to find his way to the camera every season, is ready to propose to longtime girlfriend Brittany. You know, Dolores says he had his boat and his hose. Boats and hose. I love that. I'm sorry. He had his boat and his hose, and now he's ready to settle down. Frank says, it's a little funny, eh? I'm getting married before you do. And Paulie looked like he wanted to turn red again. Do not mention marriage around Paulie. Why would you buy a cow when you get the milk for free? Marge asks Jen Fessler about her conversation with Teresa. They say Fessler doesn't owe Teresa any explanation whatsoever. And they're super confused because they say that Jen Fessler speaks poorly about Louis incessantly. She says, she was just, simply talking to her about what happened at the reunion or whatever. And Jackie wants to know why it matters. And Marge doesn't even want to speak to Fessler, or doesn't want her to speak for Fessler. And she's like, okay, Jackie. Like, shut up, Jackie. And you know what? This is the first time I didn't feel like, shut up, Jackie. I don't know what's happening to me. But I know that normally when Jackie speaks, it's always, okay, Jackie. Like, she's like a wet blanket, but she hasn't been so much of a wet blanket this season. I don't know.
That's because she's so
So
sad. So it's because she's so sad. You
I
see?
don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know. Um, but no, she did interject, and I really feel like she interjected because, as you guys mentioned earlier, um, Jen Fessler kind of is not quick, and it's not that she's not quick witted, because she is quick witted in a funny sense. She's very funny and lighthearted and likes to have fun. I don't think that she's used to navigating tense situations like this, and I don't think that she's had a lot of adversarial moments in her life. And so when people kind of navigate themselves through life, not really having a lot of conflict, I think that they're kind of taken aback, like, you really trying to fight with me? Like, this is crazy, girl, it's me. Why are you fighting with me? And then B is like, okay, well, I don't know what to say because I don't really do this often. I think Joan would go check on her dinner. And when she comes back, she's gonna tell us what she's cooking. Um, but anywho, uh, she says that they're missing a point and they don't have to be up Teresa's ass. She says, Jackie, lawyer, so smart, not. And that's kind of rude considering we have not seen the dissolution of their friendship yet. So she's already getting her shots in on Jackie, which would be Marge. Marge is getting pissed, and Fessler lets Marge know that she ain't her soldier, and she says she's not going to deliver the messages. Well, I think I'm jumping ahead, but Rachel says, as close as we all were, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? You're really hurting me. We were close. We were like sisters. We were closer than blood. And I'm being very vulnerable right now because I can't believe that you would go have a conversation with Teresa after you know what she's did to me and my family. And then she walks off. And then Marge says, well, I'm not going to be outdone in this scene. And she gets up and she says, you've known us longer than you've known her. And you know what? I can't take it anymore. And I'm going to storm off too because you're being weird. And then, I'm sorry, I can't even get through this because it's all stupid. I'm sorry. It was just one big show after another. The girls were arguing, and Fessler says that she'll love them and miss them, but she doesn't think if they don't think that she's a good friend, that they can go and fight. I'm all over the place. If they don't think that she's a good friend, they can go find another one who's going to be potentially better than she is. And she also let Marge know that she is not her soldier. She's not going to do the things the way that she wants her to do them. And she's also not going to deliver messages like Marge would. She's her own woman and can
Yes, thank
navigate her
you.
own relationships. And to that, I say brava. Because whether you like Marge or not, Sean, ain't nobody going to tell Sean where to go and how to get there. So I know Sean ain't got nothing to say about that. That I do know. Angie K, what did you think about Jen Fessler standing up for herself?
I was proud of her in that moment because honestly, she was right. You don't got to tell me on how I need to speak to somebody or have a conversation. Like, that's not going to be the case. You want me to come at her to, be rude and whatever. I already told you. I'm gonna be cool with her. I think the issue is that they're not accepting that only because Jen, she was a little messy in the beginning and she did say, well, if you don't like her, then I don't like her either. That's where she messed up on by saying, like, I'm never gonna talk to them, yada yada yada, attending these meetings to figure out stuff when they never did anything to you. So that was where she has messed up, and now they feel like she owns she owes her some type of loyalty. And I think that she was right to tell her straight up, like, that's not me, that's not how I move, I'm mad cool. I know people like Jen is the type that's just cool with everyone, doesn't really try to have any issues, she's the light of the party, you know what I mean? Just comes with the jokes, and it's just like, that's that. So for her, she really can't understand why, like, she's really trying to over explain herself so that they really understand her side. But I really just want to tell her, girl, they never will. As long as you are cool with Teresa, they are never going to be cool with you and having that. There's no space, there's no world where they're going to be okay for that. So but I do want to rewind. Are we going to talk about Frank though, with his little moment for
Yeah, you can.
Dolores?
You can get it on anything that will
Yeah,
matter.
because honestly, like, Dolores and Polly paid him no mind. It was
Yeah, they were
actually
like,
really,
okay.
really sad because I thought Dolores would be a little bit more, oh my God. Yeah. Oh, Dolores is like, oh great. Like, she barely, like, she did not get, because why he had to start with a whole monologue. Like, he started with a whole monologue to try to be like, I talked to the kids. The kids are like, did you talk to mom yet? You know, you're always my first call. Frank, why are we back to this crying thing, talking about I can't talk to her, I can't talk to you no more, I can't talk to you no more. She got a man. She got a man.
He does not care.
Like, I don't get it. I don't get it good finally. And Paulie was really just like, well, like, you know what I mean? Why you have to bring it up this way? I feel like they were just like, you did it all weird. It was just weird. I'm going away. First, I'm like, are you going to jail? What
What's
is
going
happening?
on? Where you going?
Yeah, like, he really tried to set a scene, which is just like, okay, boy. And when it comes to why am I forgetting her name? You see, that's how much she's not even irrelevant. Jackie. Uh with Jackie, it's not that I like her this season anymore, but it's like, I think, girl, you need to realize if you are choosing Teresa and them side, they're not even giving you any scenes. And now Marge and them are about to stop filming scenes with you either. So it might be the end of Jackie.
Uh-oh. Wow. All right, Joan. How's dinner?
Mute. You're unmuted. You're on mute.
Joan's muted?
Told you I really took the tequila shots, but I'm making spaghetti squash, so I had to take out the
Okay, spaghetti
you
squash.
know, I gotta
Okay.
keep it right and tight.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what's it called? Anyways, I wrote a list of things down because I was letting everyone digest. Let's start with Antonia. She don't want to be on camera. We can move it along. I'm tired of the, oh, let's give her advice on camera. Antonia is not someone like Gia or Melania, because even Gabriella, like, this is the first time Gabriella is getting her own like shine because they know that she's
Yeah.
more introverted.
Yeah.
So if Antonia's not that girl to be on camera a lot, guys, just move on to Joey or what's his name? I don't know his name. But anyways, move on to the kids. Then let's talk about Marge being a hypocrite and the way she does friendships.
Oh my
So this
God.
is my thing. This is
No
my
friendship. She didn't say friend. She said friendship.
Uh,
and stop friend.
That's a
well,
different
you
So
friend.
just said
anyway,
it, Angie.
Marge
Okay.
being a friend, the way she's a hypocrite because even on her press tour right now, talking about the whole reason why they hated Teresa and Louis was because, well, the whole reason why Teresa and them hated her was because she was saying that she was talking to the ex-wife. She kept denying she was talking about the ex-wife. She was talking, oh, I never talked to the ex-wife. I never talked. Now she's doing a press tour talking about, yeah, I spoke to her. Yeah, I spoke to her. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I don't get this whole Bo Dietl thing and the ex-wife thing. If you did it and now they do it and now it's a problem. So I can't stand Marge and her hypocrite ass. Okay, so there's that. First off, love Jen Fessler's confessional look, the black look, love it. Jen Aiden's first confessional being episode 4. Ugh, girl, you need to step.
Really?
Yeah, you need to step it up, babe, because
Oh,
I know you've been carrying this for a while on your back. I
they get
just
ready
feel
to get
like
rid of her ass.
yeah, she needs to get it to her because Andy does not like you like that. I don't know why. Maybe it's because you're opinionated. Maybe because you're that girl. That's why he don't fuck with you. But anyways, um, Marge needs to be careful. You want to secure your
That's not
spot
true.
here?
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, Sean. That's wrong. That's not true. Go ahead. That's not true, Sean.
What?
That's not true. Go
Oh,
ahead.
but Marge needs to be careful because, girl, if these girls are smart, and let's say I'm smart right now and I'm Rachel and I'm Melissa, I'm telling producers, keep me on cuz next season I'm going after Marge. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. Y'all, I want my job. I'm going after this the head of the snake because if they go for Marge, they're gonna keep them, and then they're gonna turn on Marge, and then Marge is gonna be sinking by herself. It's on some LVP shit.
Because remember what Jennifer Aiden said too when she was like, I don't know why they're still mad at me when I'm not the one who said the rumor and it all came from Marge. Everything seems to always come
Everything
from
comes from
Marge.
Marge.
Because she is has nothing to do with her life. All she got is her plumber husband, herself, her kids that don't talk to her, and that's it.
But can we stay 10 toes down? Are you guys finally realizing that they are kind of pushing Jennifer Aiden out? She
Yeah,
didn't get no scenes.
yeah, they're pushing her
It's
out.
sad.
The
It's
And,
only
sad.
scene she
That's
got
my
and
was
she's so
girl. I
hard.
her
feel
daughter. Oh, my hand. Sorry.
I
That was
feel
the only
terrible though. That's my girl.
That's my girl. Don't be doing my girl. I love
I
her.
love her.
I would
Olivia.
love to interview her.
When it comes to the girls, the whole scene with Jackie coming in and Jen Fessler, first of all, Rachel, you need to get Marge under wraps because you see the way that she's talking to you. She gonna throw you under the bus next season. You know her. A rumor will always come out about somebody, so you need to be careful because the way Marge talks to her, child, you about to be
You gotta
another
learn the
minion.
hard way, Joan.
She got to learn the hard way, and she's too old to be this immature. And again, with Jen Fester, I'm excited to see more of her. I think that she just doesn't, again, like you said, Angie, she don't know how to handle conflict when it comes to these tense situations, and they're just pushing her away more and more. And also, Rachel, your acting is terrible. You giving Tubi, baby, because how you go from I'm the ice queen, I'm that girl, to you just met this lady last season talking about I love you and I don't want you to leave me. I didn't see one tear fall off of you. Move. Danielle, you another one. She's talking about, you see how you are with me, Danielle, right now? You're not doing anything. You're just looking at me and receiving it, even though you're friends with Teresa. Blah, blah, blah. I'd have been like, I would have been like, girl, I don't care about this mess right now. Like, I would
You
have told her,
jumping, Joan.
oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll leave it there.
All right. Because Teresa and Rachel tell Danielle what happened. Fessler says that she has never been accused of being a bad friend a day in her life. She's been accused of many of things, but being a bad friend is not one of them. Rachel continues to vent to Danielle about Teresa. She says that she would be upset if her best friend was sticking up for someone. This is Danielle saying that she has issues with while she's consorting with the enemy.
Can we pin that comment right there?
Yes, we
Or
can because Danielle. Oh, Danielle's losing me. But Pim, which put the which
she
comment? Go ahead.
contradicts herself.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
So yes. Um, and she says that she were Rachel, Jim Fester will get an earful from her. She says that Rachel goes wherever the wind blows, and that you have to show loyalty. And Jen Fessler does not do that well. She said, and then Fessler and her husband leave, which pisses everybody off. And then John Fuda films the awkward scene with Danielle saying that he's glad that he got to know her one on one.
You're
Yeah,
not a housewife. You're
that
not a
was
housewife.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
Literally,
so
like this is
bad.
too much.
I mean,
And
even Danielle was like, okay,
Danielle didn't know
yeah,
what to say. Danielle was like,
okay, yeah, we're having fun.
like he's overstepping.
Let me go ahead and open the phone lines when we get in on this last topic. But I want to say, Danielle, you are doing everything that these girls are accusing Jen Fessler of doing because you're sitting there having conversations with the ops. And if I'm calling out Jim Fessler for doing it, I gotta call you out for doing it, Danielle. It's weird. Like it's it's just not like what have they done to you? I wish that if the first episode, if they had did something to you that you were still upset about, you would have addressed it then. Because as of right now, it doesn't look like there's anything that they actually did to you, and you're sitting around talking about Jen Fessler and trashing her, and Jen hasn't done anything to you, and then you're sitting around talking with Marge of all people. Like, the Marge of it all is the weirdest thing ever. I will never understand how Danielle could be cool with somebody who said and did the things to her that Marge did to her last season. And yeah, did you guys want to get in? I'm going to drop the phone.
No, yeah, Danielle. I love what Antonio said. Danielle's an idiot, also.
That's what
Don't
Antonio
even
said. Danielle's
realize
an
she's
idiot.
being used for a numbers game, and that's all it is. They're losing Fessler, and they're trying to bring in Danielle, and she's not even realizing it. And Danielle, you're walking on a slippery slope here, because once Teresa start realizing, you know what I mean, your friendship is over there. You talking a little bit too much, you're agreeing too much and stuff. It's gonna become an issue. Like, yeah, you guys are over here trying to say, like, she's, what Rachel was basically trying to say, oh, we like you, Danielle, because you don't say nothing, like, you know what I mean? You just sit there, you're like, I understand. But Fessler's over here trying to campaign, and that's the issue. She's trying to campaign. But it seems like both of y'all are doing the same thing. So y'all should be mad at Danielle just as much, because you met her at the same time. So I really don't understand what the real issue is. But yeah, honestly, I think this whole show, if I could just say as my last opinion, needs a whole reboot. Okay, we can let go of Marge. We can let go of. I do like Rachel. The only way I'll keep Rachel is if they bring John Fuda's ex-wife from jail. Bring her on a show. I need a scene with her or something. Make it happen. And I'm still want DJ Envy's wife to come in there. Bring her on there and bring that man's wife who they was doing the scam in real estate with. Give us some tea. Give us. I feel like that would be a whole new Jersey and
Yeah.
a new intro to more things that's happening in actual Jersey, because it's not just Italians here. It's mad of us over here. So I feel like it would be, much better, because obviously the family dynamic is done now. The show is done now. There's no more
Don't
family.
worry.
So we're good. We're good. Now give us real Jersey.
John,
Let's see the
before I
black
let
side.
Yeah, John, before I let you hop on it, I just wanted to say it's interesting to me that they are so critical of Jen Fessler going in between the groups, but then they put Danielle in that position themselves. Sometimes
Exactly.
you got to walk it like you talk it. You can't have the best of both worlds. You can't do that. That's double
But
dealing.
I
Go ahead,
think that
John.
I was gonna say, I think that, when they had their congregation, well, I obviously we all know, we all watch What Happens Live. Chase was on it, and we heard when Marge said, "Of course we planned for the reunion. It's like the Super Bowl. It's like the Super Bowl, so we had to." Well, let me tell you, Miss Super Bowl, you should have came with better receipts, because we didn't see not one fucking come in. Okay, one. Two, I was gonna say, when it came to Danielle, I feel like they put Danielle in that position of playing both sides. Like, Danielle, you're gonna play both sides. You're gonna play both sides. You're gonna talk to her, come here. Talk to her, come here. Like, you could remain neutral. They put Danielle in that position of being neutral. They wanted Jen to be in.
But I don't think she's no longer neutral once she decided to stay at Rachel's place in the Jersey Shore.
Of
I,
course,
that was
Oh yeah, the
extremely
sides
telling.
are drawn.
I agree, but I'm
Yeah, you
saying,
feel
in
me?
that
You feel me?
situation,
That was
when
too
they
much.
had that meeting with the sushi, that they told her, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay, you could be friends with her, not a problem. But what's it called? When it came to everybody else, they were like, you're on our team. You're on our team, and you're gonna stay on our team. So that's where Jen fucked it up. Jen said, I'm to this bag and I'm to this money. Like Julia Fox said yesterday on Watch What Happens Live. She's the HBIC. People that want to be on the show and want to cackle are gonna go with Teresa. And it is what it is. Y'all can talk about y'all faves all y'all want. They can't carry an episode. They can't carry an episode. Tell me something memorable that Melissa did this episode that was worth it.
Get on my nerves with her presence. Um, I'll say this too. I wanted to address a comment earlier where the whole Marge of it all. Let's be very clear. Marge was speaking with Teresa's husband's sister-in-law, ex-wife, sister-in-law. She was consorting with those people getting dirt on Louis before Louis even joined the show. And so when Louis joined the show, Teresa kept saying, "I don't want to talk anything negative. I'm happy. I want my love bubble." Marge continued to poke at the love bubble by
She
trying
did.
to go behind
She
her
did.
back and get tea on Louis. So let's be very clear. She admitted it, and now she's been denying it ever since. But it's already been shown that she's admitted it. Next week I'll have the video, and from there, I feel like whatever happens, happens. It's fair game. They've been going back and forth for a very long time. But she was the one who started coming for that lady's relationship. So now all bets are off. And you're absolutely right. That's why she got all those drinks and glasses thrown on her because she doesn't know how to mind her business. And I did not want to speak to her, but she was kind of nice. So I was kind of nice back. Because I was going to say, are you ready? I was going to say, hey, Andy, da 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 da. And I was going to say, Marge. But she was, I said,
You should have, bro. You
No,
should have.
she
you
was
You
should
would
have
nice
have
been
and
been
like,
nice.
I'm
I
viral.
Team
couldn't do it.
Teresa,
Yeah.
but hi, Marge.
Yeah, she was nice. So whatever. So that's why I didn't do it. But make no mistakes about it, no bones about it. Everybody knows who Marge is, wide, far, and large in Jersey and in that particular circle. And those who want to be on the show are, you know what I'm saying, on Team Teresa, and those who are afraid of what Marge knows is Team Marge. Now you can go do your digging on that. With that being said, come on in. Thank you. Welcome, boo. And with that being said, we don't have any callers, but I know Demetrio wanted to have come on and speak. So the least we can do for is reward him with all his hard work by letting him share his opinion with us because we know he has one. Demetrio, what did you think about Jersey? Come talk to the people.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Hello.
So I want to start with it's just like every episode, it just proves every single episode how much not only is Marge a home wrecking whore, it proves that she's a raging hypocrite. A raging hypocrite because who died? Like who died and made Marge and Rachel Fuda the friendship police? Like, who died and put y'all in charge and made y'all the principal? Like, I'm just really not understanding. And I definitely think, and I've said this time and time again since the season has aired, I definitely think that they are exaggerating the Fesslers' words. Because let's be clear, since Jen has joined the show, she has not held her tongue back for anybody, not even Margaret. She literally kicked them all out her house last season. So it's like I don't doubt that she had opinions about Louis and Teresa and stuff like that, but she's also had opinions about you too. So like what are we talking about here? Like we're not gonna make it seem like Jen is doing what Danielle is doing, which is making me not like her versus me liking her last year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like you can't force Jen Fessler, who is, if I'm not mistaken, almost a 60-year-old woman, to pick sides is almost giving season 9 Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when they were mad at Camille because she didn't want to jump on the Lisa Vanderpump hate train just because her and Lisa have their differences. They were mad because Camille didn't want to join in on ousting her off of the show. And it's giving that's what they want Jen Fessler to do. They want Jen to jump on the Teresa hate train. They want her to jump on that train, honey, and try to take Teresa down. And Jen is not going for that. Jen is like, no, I'm not gonna be combative with this lady just because she's done some things that I don't like and I'm being friends with you. And let's also be very clear about something. Jen Fessler did not, Sean, she did not say that she was going to stop talking to Teresa for Margaret. What she said was that she would not bring up the situation about the son and all of that to Teresa. She would
Well, she
not
did
bring
it
up
though.
their problems.
She
She didn't
did it
say that
though.
she was not going to talk to Teresa. That's not what Jen. That's not what Jen
But
said.
she brought it up anyway though, the BCO.
I mean,
Wait,
yeah, that's true, but I'm just saying, like,
but
that's
Demetria,
not what
what
she
was
said.
that clip? What was that clip that they had foreshadowed? I think it was like the first episode when it was Marge and John Fessler speaking to each other, and Fessler is basically like, "I'm not gonna mess with them." I thought that was like where they're alluding to.
Yeah, but I thought she was just saying like when she was like she was gonna bring it up to Teresa, Margaret was like, no, don't bring it up like at all. Don't talk about me to her. I thought that's what Margaret was meaning, like just don't talk about me specifically to her, but y'all can like be friends, just don't bring me up. Which is fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can still be friends, just don't talk about me.
Mhm.
Talk about other things. I thought that's what they were getting at. That's how I read the situation personally. But it's just like, yeah, Marge she's just a raging hypocrite, and it's just like, girl, you is not the principal, you is not the principal police. That lady can talk to whoever she want to talk to. Like you said, I don't know which one of y'all said, but it's just like what Jen and Fessler probably want to say. It's like, girl, we cool, but we ain't that cool. You acting like me and her is ace boon coons. We going out every day. We
Wow.
phone. Like, no, that's not it. And I'm just tired of Rachel and her Michael Jackson Virgin 3 nose.
I
I
ain't gonna
can't.
lie. The last few episodes, I've been staring at it too. I
It's
know
just like,
that
it's
It
just
just gets
pointy
pointier
and
every week.
it does. It does.
and I'm like you,
Sucker, ain't
Chase.
it?
I never thought that I would be cheering for Jackie, but I was like, no, yes, Jackie, talk because you're making some sense here, and that's why they don't like it. And I'm like you, Marge is horrible. Like, you're already taking shots, and I noticed it too. Like, you're taking shots at Jackie, and y'all ain't even fell out yet. So it's just like, baby, this got to be more than the book. And you not getting an advanced copy and her being friends with Teresa.
Well,
You like, and I just wish. And it's just like, last thing. I just sometimes wish Teresa would just get a coach or something, because it's just like, if they would have listened to Teresa 2 years ago, and maybe if Teresa wouldn't have done it so messily by spreading that around at the party and just went to Jackie 1-on-1, we probably would have got rid of March 2 years ago, and we wouldn't even be dealing with this right now. Because if they would have listened to Teresa season 11 and season 12, or was it 12 and 13? Either way it go. If they would have listened to Teresa both times, we wouldn't even be dealing with Mars right now. But they so hell bent on trying to get Teresa off the show. It's just crazy to me, because it's just like, if Teresa do leave the show, I hope they know that Marge ain't gonna be their friend no more.
Mm. All
But
right, WCO, thank you for everything that you do and keep doing for us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
guys.
All right, you guys are going to call it a night. Thank you for tuning in. Hey to the people down to the X. It's still Twitter. I don't care. Hey to the people over on Twitter. Y'all show us so much love. Thank you, Demisio, for running the show and calling in. To Sean, to Art World, to Love, Love,
Oh,
Love, to
yes, to
Amanda K.
Francine, to Amanda K, to Pete, to Antonio. We'll be back next week. And
Shantae.
the sneak peek came out. I'm a little confused on it, but we'll see what happens next week.
All righty. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Angie and Joan, for giving us your time. And we will see you guys tomorrow for happy hour. I'm tired. See you then.
Bye.